Welcome back to another episode in the Tennessee Titans franchise. Today, week 3 action of the regular season. We're going to be playing the Cleveland Browns here. You can see they're going to be a very tough opponent. 87 offense, 85 defense, 86 overall. Already going to be super scary playing against this team. A lot of things to take care of actually. Mock draft number 1 is in. Plus, we've got 20 players that want to negotiate their contracts. Not all of them today, of course, but quite a few. We've got a forecast heavier rain, which means a run-heavy game, in my opinion. Regional focus scouting, weekly strategy, taking a look at the Cleveland Browns, and much, much more. Before we dive into that, I'm going to say thank you so much for being here. Thanks for joining me. You are the reason this journey on YouTube is so special. Never, ever expected to have so many subscribers. When I started out, I was like 15. Yay, this is awesome. And now I'm close to 800. Crazy stuff. Very grateful for that. So thank you to each and every one of you that's watching my stuff and subscribing and liking and interacting with my videos. Next up, let's take a look at the mock draft number 1. Of course, we know that the draft file is not yet fully complete, so the mock draft will be a little bit shaky, but it doesn't really matter too much. Some of these players are real players, and I reckon the mock drafts up to mock draft number 5 will be the complete draft class ready by the creator. Looking at this, of course, we've got top spot Caleb Williams, Drake May, and quite a few others. Kool-Aid McKinstry to the Falcons, Brett Trice, Kellen Kill, JT Tumalo to the Broncos. Who is connected to us? That's Malik Neighbors, wide receiver out of LSU. Can't say that I've come across this name already, so might be one of those. That's a little bit weird, but I think this creator is really only using real names, so should have good results right there. For the time being, it's a super early mock draft. I'm not really going to give too much on that. We've got a lot of areas that we need to focus on anyways. Here's the focus scouting stuff, the explanation of how that works, the national scouting. I will be, of course, giving that to the CPU. Don't really want to take care of that. The scouting is not really intuitive, I have to say that. So the regional focus scouting, I will be delegating this. It's just not really that intuitive. In FIFA, it's a little bit better because you can sort of decide which countries you want to scout, and here you have to focus on positions or offense, defense, and this is a little bit I don't know. I think they could tweak it a little bit more. Next up, let's take a look at the players that are ready to negotiate. We will have to negotiate with a lot of players. I know that already. Big names are in there already, and we're going to have to think very hard on what we're going to be doing here. Player negotiation list. These players are available for re-signing or actioning on their 5th-year options. Re-sign them to build your best future roster. So there we go. This is the explanation here. We've got a bunch of names. Going to go through this by position just really quickly. Ryan Tannehill wants a new deal. Of course, he will not be getting one. His current deal is just too high. I don't think that we need him. At age 35, he will be regressing quickly. And we've got Will Levis and Malik Willis, both of which I want to train to become my franchise QBs. Running back Derrick Henry, this is a big one, of course. We have to sort this one out if we want to continue having success. 25.7 mil over the next 3 years in salary and the 16 bonus, which is 42 in total. I think we can give him that money actually. He will really be helpful for us. If he doesn't accept it, then we will have to trade him away, which I don't really want to risk. Looking at the wide receiver situation, yes, we've got a few players here that I'm not too keen on keeping around. Chris Moore, for instance, I don't really feel like I should keep him around at age 30 and 73. Not really that hot. Nick Westbrook, Ekine, I can see myself using him. Amari Rodgers, he's 23. I will think I'll keep him around, give him a new deal. We've got the tight ends, Trevon Wesco and Morgan Cox. So Trevon Wesco, yeah, he's a utility player. He can double as a fullback. But to be honest, do I really want to keep him around, or can I find a better solution in free agency? Morgan Cox, everybody's up for negotiation already. Is this a new feature? I think they took out the weeks. This is actually pretty nice. because it gives you the chance to start negotiations with everybody pretty quickly. There's nobody locked out. This is awesome. This is a very good new addition here. You can see a lot of older players. Players like Tyjae, I certainly want to keep him around. What about the other defensive players? Al-Shaair, Ben Neiman. I don't really feel the need to keep him. But Al-Shaair would like to keep him. Definitely. An important player, Sean Murphy, Bunting, Christian Fulton. So there's a few that we really have to think hard about. I think that it's just time to start facing the facts here. Derrick Henry, I'm going to move on first to Tyjae. I certainly want to keep him around. He's 26 right now. He's going to start a trade. He does want to re-sign with us, so we're going to start negotiations. And here you can see the explanations. Please pause the video and read that in your own time. I want to check something out. Can I give him a deal restructuring? Can I do that? Do I have this option? No, not yet. Or not yet. I don't have the option anyhow. So I will have to negotiate with him. So here we go. What does he want? He wants to have... is this his wish? Let's just check that. Sorry for the back and forth, but just really want to make sure I get things right here. 18.9 total over 2 years. This is too short. I want to give him a longer deal. So we're going to give him... I feel like a 5-year deal makes sense. And this, what is the player-friendly deal? This is not going to hit us too hard. We're also going to go for 5 years, but we're going to adjust this slightly. I don't want to overpay here. He's perfect. So Tyjae signs with us. This is great. Next up, we've got Sean Murphy Bunting. He's 26, 79 now with a normal day of trade. Al-Shaair, midline backer, Christian Fulton. These are the players that I feel like we should build the team around. I don't want to change the face of the team too harshly. So let's get these done that are still going to be productive for us. Sean Murphy Bunting, I feel like he's a player that we should try and keep as well. I'm just going to go up here a little bit. This contract is really not that expensive. Great. All right. So he's very motivated to stay with us. What about Al-Shaair? I don't want to lowball these players, but if I feel like I can't get away with cheaper deals, and I feel like I can. So a lot of deals getting done here. This is awesome. Christian Fulton, cornerback. I want to give him a long-term deal. He does want to stay with us anyway, so he's super motivated. Head coach historic record, yeah, no income tax in Tennessee, warm weather state, so he likes all that. Interest level is pretty high. I'm going to go with 2, 5, and 2. All right, so he's going to stay as well. Oh, this is awesome. Really like that. This has an effect here. Amari Rodgers, why not keep him around as well? I will be moving him up in the depth chart ahead of Moore. Let's just see to get him more play time. I feel like this is a good player that will help us over the course of this franchise series. Aaron Brewer, this is our starting center, 25. I feel like we can get a better one, but we don't have one lined up yet, so I will be giving him maybe a 3-year deal. We can always use him as a backup. All right, so Aaron Brewer stays with us. This is good. We're getting things done here. Ben Neiman, that is a hard pass. Josh Thompson, strong safety, 24-66. I'm going to have to think about this one. Trevon Wesco, Naquan Jones, Jamarco Jones, Denico Autry. He's my starting left edge, 33 at the moment. I don't feel like I have to really give him a new deal right now. Ryan Tannehill, certainly not. Jaleel Johnson, Corey Levin. You can see the ages here. All of these are really, really questionable. Oh, I can accept the 5th-year option, but not yet. So I have to wait a little bit. So this one is locked out. Everybody else is still open for negotiations. This is pretty cool, actually. Denico Autry. Questioning this one, but I think I'm going to go for him in free agency. What do I do with Derrick Henry? What does he want? He wants 42 over the next 3 years. How about I stretch this out way longer? Because Tyjae Spears should be the upcoming option here. But you know, 3 years, 42 mil. If I go for a 7-year deal, he doesn't want to stay with us, which need a bigger offer. Yeah, I feel like this is going to be a problem. This is really going to be a problem. He doesn't want to re-sign with us. The interest is super low, and this is something that I actually wanted to see, which is why I put this pretty high. Let's go for trade away. I just want to see what happens, what offers we would be getting. Let's get offers here. We would get Kyle Gordon, cornerback, with a lot of picks, DJ Reader, Marquise Brown, Michael Pittman, Kendall Fuller, Terran Armstead. I like these offers, and I really like the fact that you can get so many more draft picks as well. So we could really be getting something valuable for him. I feel like we should try and keep him around though. But if he doesn't want to stay with us, these are the types of offers that we could go for. At the moment, I do want to keep him around. I just feel like he's really a driving force. And as long as our pass game isn't really up to snuff, we have to get this sorted. Let's just manage the roster real quick, because due to these contract negotiation situations, I certainly want to mix things up a little bit here. I feel like we should be giving some reps to Josh Whyle, who is a rookie. He's not that bad as a fullback, so we could just get him in there. On the other hand, he's my third string. All right, let's change things around. Let's put it like this and use Wesco as the fullback here, and have Whyle as or Wiley as the second tight end. Right, that works for me. We've got Dillard, Skoronski. All of this is looking good. Pretty happy with all of this. We have an injury here to Dylan Redunce, which is why we've got the rookie taken over here. Nicholas Petit-Frere, Denico Autry. This is a big head scratcher. Naquan Jones also wants a new deal. Both of these players are not really that high on my list. I've got to be honest. Tier chart, we just re-signed him. This is good. Arden Key, also questionable. Aziz Al-Shaair got a new deal. I'm going to be dragging Monty Rice up here. I want to see what he can do. He's not that far behind Ben Neiman. Ben Neiman will not be getting a new deal. Sean Murphy-Bunting and Fulton re-signed. We've got Roger McCreary, Caleb Farley, Elijah Molden. This is actually looking pretty good so far. All right, I like this. Next up, what do we do next? A lot of things to take care of, I told you that. Forecast heavy rain. Let's talk about this. Will Levis. It looks like it's going to be raining for the entire game this week and probably won't take long for the conditions to get pretty sloppy. What's our plan on the offense? Well, we're going to run the ball for sure. With a slick football, rough footing, it'll be hard to establish a good rhythm in the passing game, so practice your handoffs because we're going to be doing a lot of it this week. Yeah, beat the Browns and rack up 150 plus rushing yards. Yeah, this is going to be tricky, but we will try and get that done. And of course, we're going to be taking a look at the Browns straight away because we need to set up the strategy accordingly. All right, here we go. Our favorite sexual predator, Deshaun Watson, 27 and 78. And that favorite, of course, was in huge air quotes. What a miserable human being this is, but yeah, whatever. He is a solid QB in Madden, of course, and in real life, I'm not really sure yet. Of course, his deal is horrific, so I actually don't feel sorry at all for the Browns that they're getting the stake here. They've got Kellen Mond, they've got Joshua Dobbs, and Dorian Thompson-Robinson, who I'd really like to see deliver good performances and make them use him more, but simply because of the huge deal that they gave Deshaun Watson with a huge guaranteed salary, I actually doubt that that will ever happen. Next up, running back. We've got Nick Chubb, fantastic X-Factor running back here. We've got Demetric Felton Jr. And Jerome Ford. And Nick Chubb with that X-Factor is a very, very dangerous running back. He's going to push the running game into our defense. best ranked halfback in the league currently. Wow. All right, so this is going to be very tricky. I think it's going to be the short passing for us. Fullback is Johnny Stanton. Wide receivers, Amari Cooper and Elijah Moore. A solid duo. Superstar depth trade for Amari Cooper. Elijah Moore, newly joined from the New York Jets. We've got Donovan Peoples-Jones here, Cedric Tillman. This is a rookie, of course. We've got Anthony Schwartz, David Bell, and Michael Woods II. I do know these players because they're not that horrible. I did use some of these in rebuilds, and while they have horrible overalls, the stats, the attributes really make them very, very usable. Evenly lower rated ones here. But this wide receiver room certainly to be taken seriously, especially combined with a super solid QB. The tight end is David Njoku. I know this player, used him as well, I think in Madden 22. I like him. He's a super solid tight end, really, really rugged dude, and ninth best ranked tight end in the game currently. I think that's saying a lot here. Started trade 2785 overall. Let's not underestimate this one here. Jordan Akins, solid, and Harrison Bryant as another backup. On the offensive line, we've got Jedrick Wills Jr., who's a very solid player. Started trade, of course, James Hudson behind him. Left guard is Joel Bitonio, the stalwart veteran here, 93 at age 31. Drew Forbes is his backup, he's injured anyways. Center Ethan Pocic, 2878, and Luke Webler, this is a rookie out of Ohio State. We've got the right guard Wyatt Teller, 28 at 86, with the superstar depth trade as well, and Wes Martin as the backup. Right tackle Jack Conklin, 2980, and DeJuan Jones, the rookie. So you can see this offensive line, super solid, 79, 93, 78, 86, and 80. So a lot of protection for Deshaun Watson. I think our defense will have problems stopping them. And our offense will also have some problems when you look at their defense. They've got Zadarius Smith, newly joined from the Minnesota Vikings, superstar depth trade, 30 and 85. Ogbonia, Okonkwo, and Isaiah McGuire. This is a rookie, of course. Does he have a special depth trade? I don't think so. Nah, just normal. But Zadarius Smith will be the one to watch out for here, coming from the left side. Coming from the right side is MYLES Garrett, X Factor, unstoppable force. Alex right behind him. Now MYLES Garrett is another super scary player. Our offensive line is going to be really, really experiencing a lot of pressure. I just hope that they can withstand that. I doubt it, but let's just hope for the best. Dalvin Tomlinson, D-tackle here. Marlon Davidson and Siaki Ike, another rookie that we know very well from a lot of rebuilds. I even had him in my Miami Dolphins on 23. Dalvin Tomlinson, so curious when he was on the Vikings, and he was very, very, I don't know how to put it, but he just had a lot of weight. He wasn't really productive, didn't get good performances going. And in the end, they cut him, and he trained, and he put out some videos this offseason, and he was absolutely shredded, man. So really nice story. Actually, sadly, he chose this team, but maybe he can get his career back on track. I think he should get that chance due to the hard work he put in. Left outside linebacker, Sione Takitaki, 2776. Behind him, Matthew Adams, 2771. Sione Takitaki is a solid one. Doesn't look like it with his 76, but when you look at the stats, he does have very good ones. Power tackling in the mid 80s, speed, acceleration, agility, also mid and high 80s. Very dangerous. Mid linebacker Anthony Walker Jr., 2877. Jacob Phillips next to him, and Jordan, Jesus Christ, Kunasek brought that out first try. Anthony Walker Jr., of course, a very solid mid linebacker. He is joining from the. Actually, he was on the Browns before. I could have sworn that he was somewhere else, but whatever. Right outside linebacker is Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah, 2381. Fantastic player, especially on Madden. He usually really gets very, very good. He has a start of trade. At age 23, he will be growing very, very solidly. So the linebacking group as well, dangerous. All right, so the front three, really nasty. Linebacking team, solid, dangerous as well. The cornerbacks, we've got Denzel Ward, we've got Greg Newsome the second, we've got Martin Emerson Jr., Mike Ford, and Cameron Mitchell. This is a rookie, of course. Super solid cornerback room, dangerous CB1, dangerous CB2. No special abilities here, but look at the speeds. very, very quick, so the pass game will be heavily impacted, especially in rainy conditions. Free safety, Juan Thornhill, 27-78. Bubba Bolden behind him. Juan Thornhill, another one, we know him very well as well from a few rebuilds and franchise series. He's just a very, very good one. 78 start of trait, and at that age, he still has room to grow. Just a very solid free safety right there. Strong safety, Grant Delpit, 24-78. Another one, he will be growing quickly. And Rodney McLeod Jr., veteran with a mentor tag to improve Grant Delpit's growth here. Kicker, Cade York, and punter is Corey Bohorquez. So this clearly shows that this team doesn't have any real weaknesses. We will have to be very clever in our approach. We will have to be very, very aware of what we're doing here. We just have to go. I think the short pass defense is our best bet. Player health, everybody's still looking pretty healthy, actually. I'm going to go with full pad training, and I will be going with the splits for now, just to get some experience points, distributed across the board, also to the backups. That cannot hurt. I'm going to be doing the same thing here for offense, but we will be running it inside. This has to be our game plan. We sort of committed to that one. And we're going to go with full pads, and I will be going with the starters here just to be on that safe side. I want to have as much experience points as I can get for these players. The weekly game plan goals, what do we want to achieve here? I would like to get as many rushing yards as we can. Defensive coordinator, this is a very optimistic view here. I doubt we'll get that done, but we will work on this. And we're going to go with no sacks allowed. If we can just get the ball away before we're sacked, we should be fine. All right, practice without any injuries, which is the best kind of practice. Now let's upgrade the players. Let's see how many players will get some upgrades. We've got Peter Skoronski, who is getting an upgrade here. This is very nice. Due to his age, he's growing pretty quickly, actually. He's got the hidden dev trait, and I feel like he also has probably a star dev trait, something like that. Christian Fulton, we just re-signed him, so he's going to get some more points into man-to-man. 24 years of age, so I think this is the last year where he can grow. There's a high growth speed from 20 to 23, I think, and from then on it's a little bit reduced, but it's still usable. Tyler Shelvin gets a little bit better. He's only a backup, so this is no problem. And Quan Jones also getting a few extra points into his attributes, also 25. Michigan State, we don't have any really super young players, but the players that we do have, I feel like I don't feel too hard done by, but it's certainly a developmental team here. We've got 19 points. How do we spend these? Can we spend them? No, it's 20, 20, 30. So it's way more points. We do get more points, which is nice. Can we spend those? Probably. Back here, 45. Defensive line, linebackers. What about the stacked box? Boost acceleration, boost agility for left and right outside linebackers. I'm just gonna put 18 points into this one here just to help us out with the injury boost for linebackers, safeties, and cornerbacks. Just probably reduce the chance for injury for these players. Exactly what we want. I want to have fit players. We need those. Good. Next up, let's play the game, guys. An away game here in the home stadium of the Cleveland Browns. Aptly named Cleveland Browns Stadium. Isn't that a cool name? The seats out here being shown here. Here's Deshaun Watson, of course, and his bulge. And the defensive player showing off the Browns uniform. It's really weird because you can't really do a lot with the colors brown and orange. I feel like they could go vice versa and have orange jerseys for once and make the helmets brown, or just have brown accents and use white and orange a little bit more. I think that could really spice it up a little bit. Pretty happy with our uniforms. It's not a big deal what the uniforms look like, but of course it's important because you're going to be looking at them a lot. All right, I think we can get the game underway now. Let's get things going. All right, first on the ball here, we get the first offensive drive, and let's try and make the most of that. Let's go with an inside zone split. Derrick Henry, left hand side, going straight for one of those X factors. Game day factor, players run slightly faster, which is good. We've got ZADARIUS Smith and MYLES Garrett. So ZADARIUS Smith is the dude over there. Oh, this is nice. Missing a tackle, and we get a first down pretty quickly. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah with an injury straight away on the first play. Here's an injury timeout. I feel like they incorporated those better. Sometimes it was a little bit, slowing down the game when someone got an injury. Oh dear. Josh Whyle with an injury here. This is our rookie tight end. Wow. Well, there we go. I feel like it is 50-50. Do you think the setting is too high? I put the injuries at 50. For the moment, I mean, I wanna have those roster situations here. ZADARIUS Smith with a stop on Henry, and so far we've been lucky. None of our really crucial players have been injured. So here we go. Get the ball underway. Derrick Henry, 3rd and 2. We get across the line, 26 yards. Today, discussions here with MYLES Garrett. Calf strain will return soon. Let's keep well. I mean, I would like to get the rookie some. Didn't they say it was going to be a rain game? Yeah, really nasty weather out here in Cleveland. Wow. All right, quick stop here, number 42. Only 1 yard. Last week, 84. Henry not really getting off the mark today. We could risk. Let's try the play action crossers, all right? Burks and Okonkwo. Quick. Just had to get the ball away. Don't want to have a sack. Our 4 draft picks. Just to remind you, 3rd and 9. Guys, we need a clever play. Let's get something nice here. How about the verticals? Gonna try and get Hopkins. Make him turn towards that first down. Can't break the tackle, but it's 4th and inches with Levis placing that ball. I think the throw power is an important factor. And so far we have been doing well on that front. Accuracy is something that we have to work on, of course. And here we go. So we step across the line. Derrick Henry, too powerful when he's at full speed. And the running back position certainly will be one to think about. If we can't renegotiate with him here. And there we go. Derrick Henry. Another first down. Injury timeout for MYLES Garrett. This is actually helping us out a little bit. Because those 2 edge rushers. Oh, X factors. Really, really rough. 1st and 10 at the 24. Yeah, well, let's break through the middle here. And we're not going to break through the middle just while another injury. Oh my god. I think this is down to the defense. That is really very, very tough. Okonkwo is an option. I've got Burks. I've got Wesco. There we go. Ooh, out of reach for Treylon Burks. 3rd and 8. Almost closed down. Let's try another mesh spot here. And I wanted to switch him out. I forgot to do that in the depth chart before the game. But Moore will not be getting a new deal. So what we will be doing here is we are kind of reshuffling this to look like this. I want to have Amari Rodgers more involved here because he's 23, which means he will get a lot more playtime. No catch. No catch. Coverage was too good. Moore couldn't get the separation. Number 23 for the Browns. That's Emerson Jr. And he's out. Probably shouldn't have risked that one. And there we go. There's a pass. Can also call it the snap. And it's between the sticks. Trey Wolf getting that done very nicely. Alright, so we're up 3-0. Can our defense hold them? Can't hold them, but at least we limit them to field goal, which is good. Let's get Derrick Henry rushing again. If we can get another 10 yards, we will get his X Factor activated. Looks like we can do that. Stopped by the secondary though. Grant Delpit with a stop on him here. Really like the visor. Looks very cool with the mirrored visor. And we've got perfect weather actually. I don't know what they were talking about. Alright, there we go. Let's try and get Burks. Oh dear. Ball out of there. No interception, luckily. 2nd and 10. But the pressure was there and I didn't want to be sacked. I want to get those staff points. Let's go to Flood. Short pass option here. Burks will be my receiver. I don't think Hopkins will be free though. Perfect catch. Very nice catching skills here by Treylon Burks, the rookie. This is Njoku with the colored hair. Can we get another field goal? I don't want to be stopped for a loss because that would sort of take away the X factor again. And that is an injury for Derrick Henry. Oh my goodness. I think I put the injury a little bit too high. Let's tone it down a little bit, shall we? Maybe down to 40. This will still produce enough injuries for a good storyline. Son Haskins. Stopped very quickly here. Only 3 on this run here. Sione Taki. Inside zone, left hand side. Son Haskins. Stepping in for Derrick Henry. 2-minute warning hits us. Alright. Not really bothered by that. Medium injury risk. To be honest, we can't risk our starting running back to pick up an injury and be out for the season. Quick shove here, Peter Skoronski. Oh my lord. We are mounting up injuries now like crazy. What is going on, guys? We are being decimated here. Very rough defense. I think this really has to do with it. Treylon Burks. Hard shove here. And immediately there's a scuffle on the field. I agree. I feel like this defense is playing a little bit too roughly. Not really necessary. And this is very well done. Number 85 here. Will Levis. 5 out of 8 today. Dislocated elbow. Oh my god. Yeah, might have overdone it. Hindsight, 10 out of 10. There we go. Very well done, D-Hop here, fighting for yards as we push forward to the 7-yard line. And this is what I need him for. I don't think we'll get the run, oh, the 150 running yards. But let's see. Let's see what we can get done. Out of reach for Moore. Walker Jr. Had some pressure on the player here. Incomplete pass. Can we get D-Hop again? Or is it going to be Okonkwo? Oh my god. Couldn't hold on to it. Aaron Brewer with an injury timeout. This is our starting center. Can I adjust that? Because this is breaking the game a little bit here. At the moment, I think the setting is too high. Yeah, it is at 50. I don't want to have them disabled. I want to have some injuries, but at the moment we're just having almost every position injured. It's a good storyline, but it'll mean that things are just getting worse and worse. That is completely inaccurate. Deflected as well. Aaron Brewer. Gonna be going with the substitutes here, just to be on the safe side. There we go. Trey Wolf, come on, man. Let's get another one. Perfectly timed. Well done for the rookie. And there's a flag. What is the problem? All right. Super aggressive. We're gonna decline it and take the field goal. Alrighty. Let's continue to the next moment. We can't hold them off anymore. Defense can't do anything here. Oh, Derrick Henry is back. That is positive. Let's go. Let's go. I'd like to break through here. But that is the end of the second quarter. And this means halftime. 10-6 currently the score. 4 behind the Browns. It's an away game, which makes it certainly more difficult. And let's defend the short pass. Still feel like this is our best bet. Kickoff deep left, Ryan Stonehouse. Let's go far. No need to sugarcoat things here. Donovan Peoples-Jones, and they're going to be starting at the 25. Here comes Deshaun Watson and the Browns offense. Come on, man. Defense holds them. This is great. Gives us a chance to get back at him. Derrick Henry still active. Don't get tackled for loss. It is more difficult for the defense right now because he has this activated, which means he's going to break the first tackle. And the first tackle is basically the chance to stop him for a loss. I want to get Treylon Burks. That is the intended target here. Super short, just step across the line here, taking down a number 5. We'll let a 7-14, 50% completion rate. Could be doing a little bit better. On the other hand, we're still in the game. Still in the game, and you know, he's a 70 rated QB at the moment. 90 yards for Derrick Henry. Slow to get up. Hopefully no injury. Let's go for a bench. Wesco or Okonkwo. I think I'm going to be going to the right with the tight end. Got a good feeling about this one, and it's out of reach. MYLES GARRETT with an injury. Halfback dive. But Will Levis is feeling good. I feel like he has a good presence. Throw power is good, which means he can bridge the gaps. 4th and inches now. Davidson. There we go. X Factor still active, and Derrick Henry getting into arguments. Left, right, and center. Halfback dive. Single wing. Single back wing formation. Very wide. Go, 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 go. And we are pushing past the liner. I'm clicking the X button to get some stiff arms going. And he's such a powerful player. I think we should do everything in our power to keep him. Okonkwo, Burks, Wesco. Who of you will be my receiver? And this is Okonkwo. Very well done. Perfect accuracy completed for our tight end. Nice. That was good. Derrick Henry, let's try this here. A screen. And let's get this done in the 4th quarter. I think we need to use the clock now. can't rely on defense to stop them. Here we go. Let's get the clock rolling. We need a touchdown. Very nice. Derrick Henry. Question is a quick touchdown better? Greg Newsome, the second, with an injury now. We're seeing a lot of that animation here, by the way. Derrick Henry. 3 minutes 53. I don't think that we can really run the clock down this far. 2 yards. And the clock is running. Well, maybe we can. Maybe we can. This is a little bit too steep, the run here. I'm gonna try and run down the clock as best I can. I just think that Deshaun Watson will be too effective. Yeesh, that was a yard, but it's okay. Clock keeps running. It's actually good for us. That back draw. I don't think that draws work too well. Let's get this one here. Inside zone, right hand side. 2 minutes 40. I don't want to waste too much time because that can always backfire, but here we go. Stepping across the line and now I'm letting myself get tackled. Derrick Henry. All right, so we are trying to get into the 2-minute drill here. The clock run down, activated, 8 seconds. I'm gonna let this happen. If we can get them to use their timeouts, I feel like we have a chance at really getting this done. But we need a touchdown and we need to hold them. So this is going to be a tricky thing to pull off, especially with the momentum activated. The away team struggles here in hot routes, all right. And the away team has trouble with coverage. Okay. Let's get the clock running. Oh dear. Oh dear, in a sense of we get a lot of yards, which is positive on one hand side. On the other hand side, don't want to get the touchdown too early. But still, they're not calling a timeout, which is interesting. I think they're saving it in case we get a touchdown. And they need to manage the clock. So again, let's let it run down a little bit. 12 seconds on the clock here. 9, 8, 7, 6. Off we go, Derrick Henry. Right hand side. Push, 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 push. There we go. 3rd and 2, down to the 7-yard line. This is good. Let's use some verticals. And let's audible this one to be an inside zone split. Come on, guys. Time to readjust. I want to keep the run game flowing. 2 yards to get a first down. We need that. And here we go. Pushing in there and getting stopped right as we step across the line. And another set of first downs. Good. All right, this is positive. 34 seconds. I'm going to try and go for Henry now. On this pass play here. Does the ball come loose? It does come loose. This is weird. Okay, let's get an ISO. Ball was out, which means incomplete pass. And we're stopped. 3rd and goal. I think we actually lose. Yeah, so now we have to call a timeout. We've got quite a few here. Derrick Henry lost his X factor. And this is going to be rough. This is going to be rough, guys. Come on. And Trayvon Wesco. Stepping inside. 12 and 10 here. 14 seconds on the clock. Well done by Will Levis finding the target here. And well done by our tight end breaking into the end zone. Brewer's back, so this is good. Trayvon Wesco. I like that. They're showing his face. It's a cool new animation here. breaking into the end zone. Can we get it? And we even stop them once more. Let's go the QB kneel. Let's not be crazy here. I don't think we got the 150 yards, but we got the win on the road versus the Cleveland Browns, which is extra sweet. Well done, Will Levis. Well done, team. Coach Dreddeus, happy with the result. Browns coach can't be happy, but I don't really care about that. Will Levis, another good game, another solid game. And he's doing well, making me forget Ryan Tannehill very, very quickly. 83.0. The rating, not fantastic, 52% completion rate, but I'm happy with his results. He got the job done. He got the passes completed that I needed to get. Deshaun Watson, of course, a higher rating, 64%. Derrick Henry, 118 yards, not 150. I don't really care about that too much. Haskins, 3 yards. Will Levis, that's a kneel, -1. On the receiving side, Elijah Moore, Donovan Peoples-Jones, Hopkins, Burks, Henry, Okonkwo. Not a lot of yards for Levis in the passing game here, but it doesn't really matter. We got the job done. That's what counts. And in the defensive category, we've got Tony Fields, the second with solo tackle leads, also with the total tackle. Tackles for loss, quite a few here, no standouts. 2 sacks, Harold Landry and Jeffrey Simmons. Well done. 0 interceptions today. Very clean game for the QBs. Preparing for conditions like that is near impossible, so it must be a relief to be standing here as the winner. Yeah, it was really horrible. It was sunny all day. We had a dry ball, and yeah, absolutely. We did our best to formulate a plan of attack, but that all goes out the window the second you step on the field and into an inch of water. That wasn't even there. But whatever, we weathered the storm, and we've earned 1,000 experience points. Good, that's important. XP for the team helps us. And yeah, with that, guys, I'm going to be ending this episode. We win against the Cleveland Browns. I will be toning down let me just do that. I'm going to do that later on. I'm going to tone it down to 40, I think. Don't want to have it this high. We do pick up 2 new injuries, which is never good. I don't want to fill this room up here completely. But we've got Skoronski with a dislocated elbow and Whyle with a torn labrum. Probably should have rested him. But yeah, there we go. These 2 new injuries. We've got 4 right now. We've been toning it down to 40. But I'm pretty happy that we got the window. So 2-1 currently. We should be leading the AFC South, but the other teams still have to play their games. So I hope you enjoyed today's game. If you did, drop me a like and subscribe to the channel. It just means a lot to me and helps me out, of course. And as always, thanks guys so much for being here, and see you next time.